Ask the people walking openly around with guns at so many of America's protests, black, white, left-wing, right-wing, and they'll tell you they're only here to help.
We're here for some protection of property that personal people's asked us to be here for.
We want to see justice. We want to see justice.
But none of these people have any connection to law enforcement, and they've turned up the heat on an already volatile election year. When mostly peaceful protests here in Kenosha, Wisconsin turned violent, Black Lives Matter protesters blamed outside extremists for co-opting their movement and torching a predominantly black neighborhood.
Why? Why?
This was not people from this community that did this. The people around here are good. We get along great. Black, white, Hispanic, we get along.
The movement isn't about violence.
But the Trump campaign is squarely blaming Black Lives Matter for the violence, pushing a law and order message. Jobs versus mobs, they say, and running these commercials in Wisconsin, hoping to scare voters away from Joe Biden.
Support for Black Lives Matter has dropped since, its height probably this summer.
Political science professor Peru Shaw says Trump's message is working with his voters.
The divisiveness, the Black Lives Matter, all of that, way bigger and really, really, really scary.
But now militia members have arrived, like Kyle Rittenhouse, who's charged with killing 2 protesters in Kenosha. The teenager said he drove in from another state to protect property. I asked Eric Erdl about that outsider coming to his town.
There should have been a whole bunch of people like that here that night.
This is training video of militiamen, over a dozen of them, who police say were plotting to storm the Capitol building here and kill the governor. And these militia members, called the Oath Keepers, have just announced they're going to be patrolling outside voting sites on Election Day. As always, armed.
To be honest with you, when all this madness is going to stop?
Andy Roaston in Kenosha, Wisconsin for Euronews.